All right, let's unpack a little bit. We just played the Donald Trump interview from yesterday again. Can you believe, Danny G, that CNN and ESPN both would agree to the terms that in order to play the audio or quote it or anything else, you have to cite Clay Travis and Outkick the coverage, which is, let's be honest, saying where something comes from is the very essence of basic journalism if you are going to use somebody's content. And instead, they cited at best Fox Sports Radio. CNN didn't even cite Fox Sports Radio. They cited Fox Radio, which doesn't even exist.
Yeah. Well, and I've told you in the past that when I've gone to book somebody, like that lady the one time, the expert from the college in Washington where we wanted
the murder hornets?
Yes, the murder hornet lady. And she was like, is this Fox Radio? And I said, no, Fox Sports Radio. So I was laughing when I saw that title on CNN. But yeah, the subtitle on the screen, host Donald Trump. Host Donald Trump.
I got the audio on that. They didn't just put me up as host and refuse to put my name on the screen. They played my voice on Don Lemon's show last night and refused to acknowledge who I was.
Well, I would take it as a huge sign of respect and the fact that the show is doing so well that in their minds they don't want to contribute even more to the wealth of the program.
I mean, it is just I know I shouldn't be surprised by how petty CNN and ESPN are, but it is so utterly pathetic.
Yeah, I mean, you've had your own issues with ESPN at times, but you still say the personalities' names.
Of course.
You cite them. We give them credit whenever we play audio or we talk about something they've tweeted or reported. So they need to do the same. But obviously,
that's weak, dude.
Journalism is not their strong suit.
I mean, Eddie, let's go to Eddie, who has to do updates all day long. First of all, they flat out lied. They took our audio and agreed to the terms Don Martin and Scott Shapiro put out, which are, that's fine. You want to take our audio. You want to take the work that we do on this show. You have to cite Clay Travis and Outkick the coverage. As a part of doing so, they agreed to that and then used it without actually following through on their agreement.
Yeah, I didn't know that until you mentioned that. That is
because we knew what they were going to do, right? Because I said to those guys, I was like, and they knew it too. I was like, that they're going to try to avoid giving me credit at all because they are triggered by my success at CNN and ESPN, and they're going to try to avoid doing it. They're like, we totally know that, which is why we said when they made their request, if you want to use our audio, all we ask is that you say, courtesy of Clay Travis, Outkick the coverage.
I mean, in a way, I'm kind of glad they did it because we can expose them for what they really are as petty, like you said, and pretty unprofessional. I mean, that's just a basic thing that everyone does. It's not, anything. We were not asking them to do anything out of the ordinary at all.
Yeah, Roberto, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I just found that right now earlier from Danny G, man. That's petty, dude. Like, come on, man. Like, when I read an article and I see, like, somebody says, oh, so-and-so had the story first, like, come on, man. That's what you do. Like, that's the number one thing you do. For them not to mention your name or Outkick, it's petty, dude. It's ridiculous.
It's because they're triggered by all of our success.
For you being sick, I mean, to be triggered because somebody's also successful is kind of weak, too, dude. Like, I don't know. It's so weak, man.
Yeah, what about you? What about you, Dub?
I mean, I'm not really surprised, but this is like a whole different level because it's the president. It'd be one thing if you were reporting like a trade or a signing that the Titans made or something like that, and they didn't cite you. But yeah, for them to not, they said your name was host and you work for Fox Radio. So I'm thinking when you sign off this hour, you got to say, I am host. This is Fox Radio.
We're going to put the video up on Outkick for people out there who haven't seen it from Don Lemon's show, because it looks even more ridiculous if you watch the video. Like, somebody was so desperate not to see my name on CNN that they typed in a host, and they were so desperate not to credit Fox Sports Radio or Outkick or me that they somehow credited Fox Radio, which doesn't even exist. Like, it's not even a business.
Well, after the First Amendment and Boobs interview, didn't they say they were banning you?
Yeah, I'm banned.
So I guess your name is even banned.
But they played audio of my voice.
But doesn't that violate some sort of the agreement that they had, though?
Yeah, it should. I mean, I would ask Don Martin and Scott Shapiro to look into that. I mean, when we specifically say, if you want to use anything from our audio, we're simple. Just cite Clay Travis and Outkick as the source. And CNN and ESPN both agreed to do that, lied, and then refused to do it while using our content on their television networks. Pretty unbelievable, even for those lying, untrustworthy, deceitful media outlets. Pretty crazy.